This video is going to cover an exercise to increase hip range of motion. So this exercise specifically is for the hip joint. So if we have a joint issue at the hip, and we want to, when we have a joint problem, we want to create some distraction or pulling apart of the joint to create some space in there and then allow it to kind of come back in. So this is just going to be a kind of catch-all for the hip joint itself. But again, setup is going to be the most important thing as we're dealing with this. So to start with, I want you to kneel on one knee. And so what I want this down leg to be vertical the entire time as we do it. And you'll see why here in a second. So this other leg, we're going to bring it out till it's a straight line with our knee. And we're going to sit up nice and tall. So the first couple times you do this, I like people to point their two fingers, one on the down hip, one on the up knee. And so what we're going to try and do is we're going to keep the downed hip as stable as possible. This is going to be our anchor. So with this knee here, we're going to try and take it that way. So we're going to try and take that leg and feel like we're just pulling it apart. And while it's being pulled that way by the knee, we're going to try and take our front of our leg here, where our groin muscles are, and we're going to try and push that forward. And it's going to create like a little opening of that hip joint. We would hold this for about a minute. So some common pitfalls that we see is when that knee kind of goes, we shift into it. And that kind of defeats the whole purpose. It turns this more into an ankle exercise rather than a hip exercise. And we would hold that position. So again, keeping this hip right where it is, taking that knee, creating pressure, pulling it that way, and then trying to bring that hip forward. And we'd hold this for about 60 seconds. And after that, relax the leg, relax the knee, and you can do the other side as well. And that'll help the hip joint create some space, which will help the range of motion and pain if we have it.